start on Nuke. It's Astralis G2. One map advantage to the Great Danes and a lot of expectation surrounding them. But they're no stranger to being considered the favorite. Let's see if the G2 Samurai will be able to take a slice.
All right, then, here we go. The first map, it will be Nuke. G2 starting on the CT side, of course, is the pick of Astralis, and they certainly are the favorites coming into this one. The Danish Giants step into the server, and we got ourselves one smoke and a flash. Mages with the P250. Elsewhere, we got Kevlar across the board. Here he comes, one of the star players, drops that smoke towards main entrance. He's looking for the long-range interactions here towards Heaven as he starts to make his way towards Secret.
Oh, they gave Magis the P250. Very effective for that long-range duel. Kenny, in the meantime, is going to be preoccupied by 4 dropping Ts, and he hasn't hit either of them. They will descend into Jax's crosshairs, and he doesn't get a chance to re-peek. Nice shots from Dupree, double dink, and all 4 CTs are going to be rotating in from the same location. Who is that to receive them? It's Magisk, no armor, and does manage to retreat well.
Well, bomb has gone down. The retake begins. We've got 4 angry CTs here towards the lower bomb side. They're all focusing towards the vent side, trying to swing towards decon, but this is looking fantastic now for Astralis. 4 versus 2. Kenny S and Amanek remain. They've got a smoke, but there's the kit. It looks almost impossible for them to even get a kill. Seems unlikely, and Kenny S will be taken down eventually there. A very clean round from Astralis. 3 for Glaive, 2 for Dupree. Job's good.
Absolutely perfect. Going into the second round, you'll see absolute peanuts for them, given the absence of the kills. And you got to see that opening from Dupree. This was a great flank as well. Look at the timing on that. All 3 had their backs turned, starting to turn their attention towards decon. So great timing. 3 kills for Glaive in the end. A bit of a meal out of the last one, but all good in the hood. And we're ready to get into round 2.
A pretty delicious meal. Getting yourself 3 kills there, and there is the force buy in response. The Nova shotgun, Chad. You don't see too many of those on Nuke, but if ever there's going to be a map for it, I guess this would be the one. And we'll see him towards the heart right now with the Desert Eagles around him. I always say this, I'm not a big fan of the CT force buy, but it always seems to work. So let's see what they can make of it.
Yikes. Amanek, 1 second he peeks out, the next second he's dead. We're 4v5 very quickly into this round as ladder control is taken. This is a great way to deal with these force buys. You're taking longer range duels. The pistols don't have as much power, and 2 of them are stuck below ladder, but the shotgun's working.
That's a surprise to see in the kill feed. Hunter's managed to find a frag with that Nova shotgun. This is a role reversal as well. Dupree's up, drops the bomb down lower, and there's 2 beneath him. He knows how powerful this position is, and he actually manages to find Nexa in transition. Will get caught in the back. Jax, now with a rifle. Maybe it's game time.
Yeah, they're certainly going to go for it. Jax receives a grenade down to 31 HP in Hunter. He actually have a chance with the shotgun. His device has no idea. He has to get close as possible, but it's not going to work out for the shotgun. It does for the AK-47. They could be onto something here. This kill might decide it. It's going to be Glaive to pick it up. And maybe the chances that the round will fall down with it. This kill from Kenny S. He finds a fantastic 1D. There is a chance here, but Jax being low. Mages almost has no chance of losing this now, considering he has no kit. He will time it to perfection as well. Confirm he's not defusing, and there'll be no time. So yes, they get all the kills. That's something. They'll save the AK-47. And now, Chad, do they force buy into this next round? They've got all 5 players down. They've saved the AK, but they're on the CT side of Nuke. It's either going to be amazing for them if they bought into it, or it'll be catastrophic.
Look, I think it's way too early to be going for risks like that, but it is a long series, right? With best of 5s, we normally say,
I feel like they have to take risks to this sort of game.
Yeah,
right?
no, I agree, and I think that's the type of G2 that would have the most chance of having success here today, but that would go completely against all of their game plan. They'd have to throw it completely out the window here, and I'm not sure if they're ready to do that just yet.
Doesn't seem like it. We have got Hunter with the Kevlar and CZ, a couple of smokes there. They could have got themselves like SMGs for masses, but I tend to agree with the AK-47. Certainly an interesting question there as we'll get into round 3. Jax with a hat trick in the previous will position himself towards ramp, and now they know the AK's there, they'll probably go elsewhere. Still looking to challenge. Device will go down momentarily. Takes a lot of damage, down to 5 points of health, and still they continue their approach with 3, maybe 4 CTs on the other side.
Yeah, they were positioned so ready for that. Astralis thinking better of it, and that likely will save the round for them. Hunter, he's been getting fantastic work done in this hut position, and he's equipped himself with an effective combo, CZ and a Kevlar vest. Device will go down. Jax hunt pays dividends, and now he can back away. Weapon found. Not necessarily retrieved, but they'll be able to scoop that up if this round goes long.
Time is a real big problem right now. They're almost locked in here in lobby. If Jax continues to pester them and they panic and go hard or squeaky, they might be in a lot of trouble here. We can see with the X-ray, there's an individual outside in yard who's already taken so much control to lower. But they need to be able to get there, and at the moment, that's not an option.
You're painting quite a bleak picture here, Chad. Maybe Glaive will be able to shine some light on the situation. Double kill out of the hut. And that should be enough of the weight off the shoulders of Astralis. The in-game leader grabs the ball by the horns.
He certainly does, Alex. And Jax and Kenny S remain. I don't think they'll be doing much more with this one. AK-47 and Galil found. To be fair, that money will be pretty decent going forward. Bear in mind, Kenny will almost certainly be getting the AWP. He can drop over that FAMAS, or the Galil, I should say. He's also got the Desert Eagle to back him up with his AWP. So it will be Glaive to fight their way out of the round at 3-0. Such a great start for Astralis here. They managed to get through cleanly, and this round not too bad either. They'll get an extra $3,500 on top. And Device, he might be tempted just to go for the MAC-10 here, considering he knows a 4 in the second. Might be a lack of cash here, but probably not with the 2 safe rifles.
It's not a bad haul here. Kenny going to see if he can make it better. Running away now, Glaive thinking of chasing this one, wanting to actually take him down. The AK from Jax will strike again, but that'll be it. Put down their guns. Now, speaking of guns, Jax with that AK-47 has prompted our trusty statsman of SEO to push one our way. Last time these two teams played Nuke against each other was DreamHack Malmo. It was 19-16 in favor of Astralis, and that was after they just added this international roster. Jax, however, was the key man in that game. He went 11 for 25, so 11 kills, 25 deaths, and he was exploited as the solo ramp player. But Malmo was when Hunter and Nexo had just joined. Jax has been learning English since then. So there's this team. We can only really, I guess, take it with a grain of salt.
Well, here we go then. A few smokes deployed towards outside. We'll see if G2 can fend them off. That first gun round looking to be theirs. They have got the AWP for Kenny S, and Device does get the AK-47.
I love that that one smoke is enough to completely deny Nexa information for this cross. They'll underhand the second, and away they go. No info for Nexa, but Kenny, God, he's going to have to deal with a lot. Does find the first. Repositioning nicely. That one might be enough to deter, and Nexa through the smoke, he's found Glaive. Big kills. Still enough to confirm the round yet, because that's coming. Device towards the warehouse, pulls one back. 4 versus 3. We know Kenny's down towards lower. Upper makes the most sense at this juncture. Astralis will have 1 minute remaining. They still have the majority of the utility, but here comes Jax rotating with the AK. Very key fight here. You can see them shooting out the windows as Dupree goes up, suggesting that no one's there quite yet. And he's already snuck past. If Jax goes down because of that sound cue and he's still holding that, that would be ridiculous, considering how much time has passed. Jax does find Device in the trade. Oh, the angles! He does do a full circle and manages to keep it competitive. 2v3 then. Let's see what Zipex and Dupree can do. Good flash from Dupree. He knows there's a possibility of a player towards the CT vent. Zipex trying to flush him out, but there's a freebie towards the AWP as well. Luckily, Amanek will swing from that aforementioned vent, and we've got a 2 versus 1. Dupree, a chance to win this one, but both CTs positioned towards upper. He'll actually choose to go lower, and no one rotating as of yet. Now they've heard him. Off they go. The scramble begins. They will get there before him, so presumably be able to deny, but the smoke is down. And does he want to commit to the spray? Hunter certainly does. Very low on bullets, and Kenny hits the first. Excuse me, Dupree looking for the last now, and Amanek behind the smoke. Dupree could actually hit the shot, and he does. It's banging. 4-0, G2 their best chance, and it's ripped from them by Dupree.
Ooh, ants in their pants there, moving around a lot. I'm not sure why Kenny was coming up that vent in that situation.
That's why I just said his name. I was still thinking about that death.
I just said, right, they've got 2 on the upper bottom side floor. So logic dictates having 1 in the vent is fine just to get that call, have a transition player. He had the AWP, maybe just wanted to get out of there. But what a world-class play from Dupree. Struggled last week. He's in 5th gear, and the grand final's looking fantastic for him. A 2-on-1, a masterclass there. The full spray from Hunter, hoping he can deny the plant. With 9 seconds remaining, I don't mind it. We're getting right back into the action. 3 flashes towards main, and the spray comes in for those AK-47s, but it will be a couple for Zipex.
Oh, no.
Making a triple, nothing but headshots here, and they've got the man advantage. Can they find 5 in a row?
It's looking very good for it. Jax has just caught a nade. Now there's flames, and he's still burning. Kenny does find a moment's respite, throwing out the nade. No one's home.
Planting lower, boys.
Oh, wow. This round, Zipex just takes matters into his own hands. Beautiful. Yeah, this is looking way too good. G2 know they have to save here. They're 5-0 down. Astralis on the T side of Nuke as well. If there's a CT side of the fair, sure, we'd be like, that's fine. That's pretty usual, but Astralis are loving it out there. Love to see the replay from Zipex. See what that was all about. I don't know.
Nexa, right, is the 2nd highest rated player remaining in the tournament. Well, there's only 2 teams, right? Device is number 1, Nexa is number 2. He's been such a pivotal individual. So for him to come through that smoke and not just instantly nail that, as Device puts yet another nail in the coffin of round number 5. If they can take this AWP away from Kenny, this could be huge. He's picking. Why is he fighting? Kenny!
He should be okay with a flash at him. Or maybe not. It's going to be close. He'll be fine. There we have it. 5-0. Kenny S does save the AWP. They've got enough to buy around it, but they need to start posting multiple rounds here. We got Astralis 5 under their belt, a good reservoir of cash as well. And we've got the single AWP M4s to join it. Decent utility, defuse kits there as well. So a full buy here. Luckily, no Mac 10s, considering that we don't have a single helmet there on the G2 side. Astralis, they've been given a perfect half here. Chad said the magic number was 6, and we're just 1 round away from that, and we're going into round 6.
Good point, Henry. I forgot about the magic number. Yeah. And now Kenny looking to get the magic stick. A little wet. Does find the first. Magic's blood splattered across. And already, that's good enough to deter Astralis. That's the best opener G2 have had, and it's looking like it could get better. Tagged device in warehouse. His plans have been foiled.
So they'll slow things right down here. Device knows he's been spotted. Glaive will remove some vision towards main entrance. That's exactly what Nexa was. So trying to see if there's a gap available, but ultimately has to respect that smoke. And towards outside we go. Device still alive and kicking. And we're joined by Glaive this time, the in-game leader. Trying to see if there's any opportunities towards outside. Making a lot of noise here. Nexus hearing it all. And Dupree, I don't think he'll detect. No, I don't think so. Considering they've already been taken down here, there's so many angles to look at, and he hasn't committed to it.
He might clear it.
He'll go down.
He's going to clear it. He's definitely going to clear it.
Oh, he sees the barrel, and he shoots the head. Jax gets absolutely rumbled, but he won't expect this one. Dupree flanked by Hunter from hut to lobby, goes all the way around the world. 3 versus 3.
35 seconds remaining here, and it's a very odd round.
Isn't it?
CTs transitioning towards lobby and ramp. Amanek somehow on the main hut roof. And bombs going down. It's all sorts of odd here.
How does Kenny get back into this with that AWP as well? They've lost Heaven control. Devices going to lock down Squeaky and the vent. This is almost impossible.
I
for
have no
G2.
idea how Rush is successfully observing this round. The CTs are back behind. Everyone's kind of role reversed, and now Kenny has lost that AWP in transition.
They've got a kit, but now they need to find 3 kills. The bomb's halfway gone. Good shot from Hunter. Is it going to be enough? The incendiary will flush Glaive out. Does he want to push through it? And Device, he'll get one in the back here. Hunter won't be full using the bomb. He will get the information that he's now off it. And at this point, Hunter has a lot of work to do. And that's going to be it. Glaive wins. He knows it. 6-0.
He doesn't even check it, knows he's done enough. Here's the sound, and it does save away the weapon as well. 6-0, and for those that were wondering what the magic number thing is, it was a rough approximation given by us, by our dearest friend, Chad Sponge Birchill, way back. What was it, probably?
Oh, maybe late 2018.
Late 2018, I reckon, yeah.
During the peak of their power?
Just when Astralis were absolutely destroying everybody. We talk about them being the best team in the world, the best lineup to ever touch Counter-Strike. Well, during their heights, Inferno and Nuke were lockdowns. If you ever saw those 2 maps in a series, you knew Astralis were going to win it. Teams had to ban out one of the 2, and then they'd just punish them with the other. So Nuke is one of those maps where if they can get the T side going, they can get 6 rounds. That should be more than enough. That should be it. We should call this right now. Close it down, move on to map 2, see how Vertigo goes.
Previous matchup, you can see there, 33-19 was the opening kill advantage that Astralis managed to boast.
Well, we've casted a lot of G2 recently. We know they're pretty handy with the Desert Eagles. I dare say this could be where they start to post some success. 4 Deagles, actually 3 with the 5-7 in Amanek's hand. AK for Hunter. Brought over from the previous round, but Device now with his sniper rifle. You can see how fragile Astralis are, even with 6 rounds in a row. Money hasn't swollen out of control here, so all it's going to take is one of these victories to come through, and GT will find a massive amount of rounds here. This looks like a boost to me,
Device
maybe.
should be dead here, maybe. Oh no, missing his shots, Nexa stabilizing. What on earth was that Magisk? 2 targets, couldn't decide, shoots between the wickets, Dupree clawing things back.
Well, a very strange round here. Zipex trying to go by himself there towards Secret. A little bit sloppy now from Astralis. Bomb is down. Jack's behind them. It looks like this round will work out for G2. Perfect little flank coming in. Oh, not the shot you want to be taking with the Deagle.
Dupree should find him. He can hear him. He's looking high. Jax has got the perfect position. Dupree doesn't know, does adjust, and deals with it. Great movement of his mouse. Down 2v2.
Oh my God, how are they winning this?
He's shooting ducks.
Oh, Hunter didn't want to be spotted there.
How did this fall apart?
I don't know. It was looking so fantastic for them as well, Chad. I totally agree. So bomb down towards main. He's coming from Secret. Won't be able to deny it. And there's only 2 options for him. Main entrance or the vent itself.
It's been heard now.
Damn.
What? So can we have a recap?
So many shots. Okay, so right there, G2 actually did fantastic with moving around the map. We saw as they were coming up secret, they completely caught Astralis off guard. We just catch up with our head-to-head that we highlighted before the game. These are the two AWPers. Device now 5 for 5, Kenny 3 and 7. But look, what's going on in that scenario was fluffed shots, right? Because Nexa had a couple of chances, Jax had a couple of chances in the back as well, and they were unable to connect. It's just at the moment, Astralis, they're not looking shaken by the fact they're in a grand final. They're hitting some absolute bangers, and Dupree instrumental now in that lower 1-on-2 situation, and now here and bailing them out of what could have been a round for G2.
Well, Kenny told us if things are going well, you'll see him playing his game, finding opening picks, and there's one for G2 delivered. That's 2 opening picks for Kenny. This time, unfortunately, he doesn't hold on to it for long. Dupree beheading Jax.
Dupree's on something wild tonight.
He looks like a beast right now. This is similar scenes to what we saw earlier in the week as well. And next up, doesn't look good for him. There's the first Dupree.
Here we
Might
go.
get to take him down, but there's the double. Finally, a round looking promising here for the likes of G2. 4 versus 2. And a bit of a wallbang attempt there. One bullet hits towards Hunter, and we've got Kenny S rotating back towards outside. Nice shoulder M4, and we've got a 4 versus 1. Money still low for Astralis, even after a 7-0 start.
Any more damage he can inflict here then, financial or otherwise. It's worth the investment of time. So 45 seconds, if you've got a drink, go grab it. Zipex is going to be here a while. Cup of tea.
Yeah, if he can get 2 more kills, there's another magic number we got floating around here, and that's keeping the CTs to only 2 individuals alive. Makes it much more difficult when the money situation is like it is to drop weapons across. Fortunately, they have max loss bonus. So with this, they'll just tick on down to 2,900, 2,400 as they start to pick up some rounds here.
Yeah. Does find one, but quickly caught. Nice trade, nice setup from G2, but Nexa gets all the credit there. Double kill in the yard. He finds another. Kenny with the open. Let's see it from Device's POV. I'm looking at the left-hand side if you're interested, just to see how much time he had to react. Yeah, just a very long French leg just popping out at the top of his screen.
So it looks to be the force buy here from Astralis. Not going to allow G2 to build up a massive amount of cash themselves. They got 4 Tech 9s and AK-47. To me, outside smokes. Get those pistols down quickly towards the lower bomb site and see if you can swarm the rotating players here. It's a nice adjustment. Makes a lot of sense on paper. We'll see how it goes for them in practice.
Big commitment to the spray from Hunter and a good damage inflicted to the only rifler. He might want to throw that to someone else. Kenny in the vent with the AWP, but he's made it work.
Bomb
that
down.
was the first and the bomb. The rest are coming a little slow. Not flashed, not too worried. He's got Jackson support as well. Looks like G2 are handling this with ease. And great flicks from Kenny. Looks like he's warming up.
That's more like it. A couple of rounds in a row for G2 should lead to a 3rd as well. This was the full investment for Astralis. It hasn't yielded much until Zipex. He's gifted 2. Now, they're really going to have to start thinking about this one. They can't afford to give up another rifle. Their money's not great either. It's looking like a fantastic round, but again, Alex, sloppy play towards the end. Why have they swung towards him like
I mean, he had 5 HP. I completely understand why. They want to get into this mindset of like, we're badasses, we're not scared of Astralis, let's just finish this round off. But it does cost them an AWP and a rifle.
You had him locked in, right? He had a player towards Secret. He couldn't have gone anywhere, and it's cost you 2. Sure, it's not the end of the world, but hype round there. There should have been raising morale. Has a bit of a bitter twist. We are going to see ourselves now with just $2,000 for Astralis. Should be the eco, the full eco, I'd imagine, with $2,400 coming in next round. And a chance for it to catch our breath. What have we understood so far from this game? Astralis looking red hot. G2, we've seen plenty of comebacks so far on the road to Rio, Alex. This is surely not looking good, but they can still win the half, bear in mind. Nuke has kind of closed in terms of the gap between the CTs and Ts.
It certainly has, but I think in the manner of which Astralis were acquiring their rounds is definitely, reinforcing a lot of what the pre-match was setting the scene for.
I'm just trying to find any sort of kind of positive signs for G2 at this point.
I mean, the fact that they're about to string together, 3 rounds in a row, that's the positive.
Yeah.
And I'll be intrigued to see how far they can push it. Anything towards that ceiling of this gap before Astralis go to their favored side. I can just see disaster striking. In my mind, I'm replaying the first time these teams met, and I'm watching that Dust 2 game play out. And every time we cut to G2 in like lower tons or long, they're catching nades, and then they're getting sprayed and wall banged, and that's what I'm scared for in the second half.
Well, Kenny S will spot one towards outside. Remember, they've just got the Glocks and a single Desert Eagle here. They're going to buy up next round with a loss bonus. So Glaive just trying to cause a rotation here. No one's taking the bait as of yet because they've only seen one. and it wasn't the bomb carrier. So we'll see. Jack's challenge towards the ramp here. Should be able to pick up a few. His only real challenge will be Mages now with the Desert Eagle. Zipex did have armor, but he was the first player down. Glaive coming in from lower. There could be a chance of a kill here, but dealt with a couple of CTs in position, and still a nice shot from Device, but probably all they find. Debris is left with 30 HP and no head. PV1000 to close things out there. 7-3. As expected, there is 3 rounds in a row there for G2, but here come the AK-47s again. And we've got a B-stream going on between Ninjas in Pajamas and Heretics for 5th place, if I'm not mistaken, Alex.
Bang on. You are
There
bang on there. 5th, 6th is up for grabs right there. And, well, look, the reason for that is because we already had the 3rd place playoff, and that was FaZe losing to G2 yesterday. 4th place got decided at some point along the line there as well, I'm sure.
It's all for those points. And what do points mean, guys?
Well, points.
Prizes.
There you go. I knew Alex would get it.
I got you, bro. I got you.
Oh, dear.
Breaking all of the skylights so that they can get their utility into that top side. Lots and lots and lots of utility going to be deployed through there throughout this game. Oops, Kenny just singeing his toenails a little bit there. Outside smokes. This is the L-frame smokes. You'll be seeing these thrown out by Astralis. Gives them a lot of space in yard to flex.
Yeah, you can really explore your options, take a lot of vision away from the CTs. Suggest you could enter towards the warehouse as well. We know Nexa likes to focus in this position. He likes to be serpent-like. Just managing to stay in the corners.
Serpent-like.
Yeah, it is a little bit. He likes to just sit there at the back by the old drain pipes, managing to pick one off, normally with the silenced M4, but using the old Gatling gun here.
You'll hear them, and now a miss from Kenny. He's going to have to Scarper. Can't take an Aggie line. Amanex on the retreat as well to support his AWPer. And Astralis, they'll deny that information and pause.
Yeah, and it's a very good situation for Astralis. Kenny missing that shot. He's hit it a couple of times now.
Look at the rotation lower. Look at all the players lower.
There are 4 players.
4 of them!
Yeah, he's right.
Oh, Astralis playing mind games. And now outside, Nex is hearing it all. He's going to piece this together. He's going to have to make a good call. He's been hunted down. Does find Dupree. Glaive will trade. And what's Astralis move here? They look like to be picking up pace. Amanex clearing Secret.
3 going towards Secret.
Well, with Amanex clearing this, he's going to be obviously getting everyone back up towards that top site. And there's the push. They're holding it from heaven. This is a peculiar round.
Down.
It's loose in the yard now and taking the duel. Nice catch from Hunter. Looks like they've done enough. One duel for Glaive. He's got a 1v2, and Kenny with the AWP will pull G2 into the 4th round. That was crucial.
Round.
Yeah, very odd situation there.
I know why they did the secret play, because it was going to pull Nexa away. They were always going to do that, right? Because normally with those smokes, they'll go into warehouse and take control of warehouse and then fight towards ladder. By going down secret, that's baited Nexa away. You saw that he's not going to chase them. He actually fell back towards the CT boxes, and the rotation had to come through the other players.
So the plan was just the sound cue and the presence was enough to move Nexa out of his warehouse's serpent-like spot.
And then that was so they could go back into warehouse and yard and take advantage of the fact that he wasn't so up close and personal. But unfortunately, that rotation from G2, it paid off at the right time.
Well, here comes the partial buy. The Tech-9s towards ramp. Kenny has to open things up, and Jax looks very comfortable. He's staying for the fight here, and he's got some backup from Nexa as well. But Device always seems to find a couple of kills here, and another clean round might come under a bit of scrutiny. You know, going to have the plant towards lower. Looks like that's almost certainly going to happen.
Device has been behind some of the most impactful Tech-9 frags I've seen since its reintroduction into the professional play. He's done it again, found a double kill. Will it translate into anything more? Zipek's giving it a go now, and Device has got himself the AK. If he gets the timing on Hunter, he finds another head.
Way.
There's no way they do this.
No
The
way.
dinks!
Both
Zipex! He's got them both bleeding, hemorrhaging, hamstrung.
He's alley-ooped Device here for the ace. He could actually convert this one. One more shot from the Tech-9 will take down Amanek. And that's surely it. Kenny S with the AWP. It was just Tech-9s. They got the opening 3 kills. And then Device stealing 2 away with the Tech-9. He finds the AK. They get the bomb down. An absolute pandemonium ensues here. Device will find the final kill. They'll win out the half. It's 8-4, and G2 are sent packing.
Oh, that Tech-9. Keep your eyes on that one, boys. I knew it would have a showing at some point in the road to Rio, but it took us to the grand finals.
Yeah, that's a very... Look at these first 2 kills. We just said it as well. That's the first 3 going in favor of G2. Bear in mind, they've got Tech-9s at the very top end, and all it takes is that 1 kill down towards low, and that snowball, it turns into the avalanche.
That double dink hang,
that was crazy.
I've never seen anything like it.
That's what the Tech-9's known for, the run-and-gun potential, not trying to get the kills, similar to just getting those taps off, dinking them down, and that's perfect from Zipex. Money's still strong.
You're really starting to see the versatility of all these weapons come on through when Counter-Strike is being maximized, and with Zipex already down the vent against this low buy G2 Esports, this could spell disaster. They know he's down there. Kenny could be in trouble. There's a flank. Kenny's outside. Not in secret.
I mean,
I always
he
think
goes-
he's in
excited.
secret. Yeah, me too. There
You
still
got
could
me
be a
going.
flank. It's all still possible.
Oh, this is such strange Counter-Strike, but I sort of love it. This is what we were kind of speculating. What kind of approach will G2 have here? Apparently a very aggressive one. How has he got that first kill? As Astralis fight back here in the lobby. The wallbangs are attempted. Damage dished out on either side, but still, it will be now a 4-on-3. Kenny S, he'll pull one back, and Nexa, he's owned it.
This is brilliant stuff from G2. They've just thrown caution to the wind and said push. Put your pedal to the metal and go. They've pushed lobby, they've pushed roof.
This is what they did. This is what they did when they first came together
Heretics
as a
doing
team.
this, right? I remember XMS on these mad flanks.
You and I personally saw this when we did ESL Pro League Season 10, right? Because that's going back a while.
It is, but you were very happy. You kind of got very giddy about this idea.
Yeah, because we knew their communication at that point was absolutely trash.
Yeah.
We knew that all 5 members could not communicate to a decent level because of the language barrier. And their result of when they were getting beaten by playing standard Counter-Strike was just using their individual ability and aim by going aggressive, by walking into lobby, by taking
Aim
fights.
mapping it.
Exactly. And here they did the same thing. I have no idea how Dupree hit that shot. Like, how did they whiff? Yeah, how did they whiff that bad? He didn't have any idea.
Well, it will be G2 to pick up the round and a force buy from Astralis. They're absolutely sending it towards the upper bomb site. They take a ton of damage. Amine will convert. And here we go once again. The brawl in the upper bomb site. First 2 kills for G2. No bomb to be planted as of yet. And if we've got Magis down towards lower, he's got the bomb in his back as well. So it could be a plant here. The Tech 9 tested once again. This time the rifle comes out on top.
I thought this could have been enough. Now with only Glaive and Magisk, unfortunately, it's more of a bomb plant and some damage. Kenny not interested. They'll be able to defuse now. Glaive will take himself an AK-47 and retreat. That is G2, keeping it competitive. It looked like it was a disaster at 7-0. Now we find ourselves at 6-8.
It's still a disaster in my mind.
I mean, you said just keep them under 6.
Yeah.
We're already talking about 8.
But there's a real chance that they can get back into this, right? Because you're already seeing the mind games and certain strategies, just the one we highlighted a few rounds ago with forcing Nex's rotation. So that will come into play as well for G2 on their T side. And they're actually starting to get a chance to warm into the game now. It's good to see that Jax, a member who we pointed out last time these 2 teams played on Nuke, was punished. He's actually thriving, 16 kills to his name at this point. And Astralis will take their first tactical timeout here.
Yeah, bear in mind, they were 7-0 down. So bringing this back, it's not looking too bad with that context. But the final round is certainly very important. Is Jax, as Chad mentioned, he's doing very well so far. 16 and 9, 113 ADR. And he's actually top fragging for the squad right now as well. Beneath him will be Nexa. And hopefully see Hunter come online a little bit more as well. He has just hit double digits.
I didn't know Jax's second name was Jug.
I didn't know that either.
Damn. So
Big Jug.
He could be a juggernaut at times. It's certainly a possibility. We'll keep that one in mind. We'll put that in the back pocket. We'll come back to it. Round 15, last one of the first map of a best of 5. You can see Astralis gifted that 1 map advantage, and so the map pool certainly does favor them to a degree. Nuke, Vertigo second in the wings. We'll be seeing that one. And look at Zipex and Jax. They're about to have a duel so early, but Zipex,
Wow.
he was ready.
That's the old clothesline deployed. And we have got a 5-on-4, so Astralis will take that all day long. L-Block smokes deployed as well. And they don't necessarily have to commit to these. Where's Nexa going to be positioned this time? He's actually back in towards main entrance, so gets himself down towards vent. Another gamble here, Chad. This is very active Counter-Strike.
I love seeing the risk that G2 are taking, and you have to in these situations. They do it on almost every map on their CT sides. Staying this active, staying this mobile, it goes against the grain. Whatever Astralis think they've downloaded in terms of information, well, it's all wrong. You might have yard control, but we have no idea where the CTs are. Could they be totaled in topside? Have they stacked ramp? Is it just a general setup to be expecting? No. 3 lower, 1 towards ladder. Now time starts to become a bit of an issue here.
Kenny feeling brave here. He's going to have to be. Knows he needs to find the kill back, and response is looking good. Looking very good. Takes Magis down, drops a smoke, suggesting he's fallen back, but he's stayed around.
Oh my god, I love it. He's going to catch device here. No, he's not. Very quick from Dever into the top site. 3 of them flooding in.
All 3 CTs are lower right now.
And they're ready. Glaive's holding the vent rotation. Oh, Nexa coming in from Secret. He has managed to get out of that choke point, but you can see Glaive is so prepared. That's the tightest of lines, but it does work out for the initial damage. Nexa working with 50.
Amanek will join in momentarily. Looks like he's coming in from heaven. Here comes the incendiary from Nexa. Not too bad. will bait them out, but won't yield a frag. Running out of time here, getting to the halfway mark, and amanek will need both kills, not going to get anything at all. Looking to get that final frag, and indeed it is. Astralis enter the server 7-0 up, but G2 turn out to play towards the end. It will be 9-6 as this grand final continues after this break.
Body leveled on my own. I can just feel it, no way to stop it. The sounds of the music so through my bones. I can just taste it, no need to fight it. 'Cause I'm out here staying, it's flash in my soul. 'Cause lightning and thunderstorms are never stopping me before. This night is never over, not until I leave the floor. So much passion, baby, I can never get enough. So don't you try and stop me, dance until the sun comes up. It's been a road less traveled, all alone. Feeling my body leveled on my own. I think I'm up in heaven, 'cause you were hell. I gave back my freedom, made me well. I can just feel it, no way to stop it. The sounds of the music so through my bones. I can just taste it, no need to fight it. 'Cause I'm out here staying, it's fast in my soul. 'Cause lightning and thunderstorms are never stopping me before.
The European final for ESL's Road to Rio. GG.bet odds have Astralis as the hot favorite, and G2 have Astralis as the hot favorite as well, according to the pre-game interview. But they've been throwing caution to the wind. We've seen Counter-Strike unlike that of yesterday's G2, and we're off to the pistol.
Yeah, it's been nice seeing them actually have a lot less pressure, mix things up, be
Kenny
unpredictable.
pushing hard with an AWP.
Yeah. Exciting scenes, and now here comes the upper Molotov, and the first headshot delivered. Dupree down to 2 points of foul, be lucky to even get a frag at this point, but Magisk, he finished the first half with 2. He's equaled that total already, make it even better now after this pistol. That's going to be the round. Hunter looking to see if he can cause any damage.
Are you joking? Magisk came into this half with 2 kills.
And he's now got 3 in the second half.
Well, that's incredible. He's just got his entire haul +1 in the first round of the second half. That's madness. And he is the impact player. First time you'll have seen him in the center of your screen as the impact player. Let's see it again. again. Oh,
Okay.
very, very satisfying USP frag.
Yeah, you always love a good USP and Deagle kills. I think they're some of the most satisfying frags.
When they're
in the
jumping
entire...
in the air and you only click once.
It feels good. It feels real good. What else feels good is Astralis managing to get a 9-6 first half after being down 11-4 in terms of opening duels. G2 were getting 11 of the 15 opening frags and still only able to convert 6 rounds. So problematic scenes ahead.
Yeah, that's for sure. This is the eco for G2 as well. You can see they've not invested a single cent into round number 17. Just Glocks as Device will find the first there. Beautiful headshot towards Kenny S. Looking to cause more and more damage. Doesn't have to commit fully to these shots. Just trying to do a bit of damage. And he's managed to hit next up.
Look how mobile he is. Look at him. He's just jabbing. He's coming in and out. Stinging away, pulls out the USP, grabs a couple as well. Teammates are swarming. The eco rounds are the most fun rounds, as long as you're versing them and not playing them.
Sure, that's a good point. Especially when you know the Glocks are out as well. You can certainly have a lot of fun out there. Device, he'll manage to pick up 3 of them, managing to tag a couple of the scout and finishing off with the USP. Beautiful shots here. Body shots in the first, dinks the second, or binks him, wherever you're from. And we'll get into round number 18, where the AKs will be coming up for sure. We've got 3 of them so far. Hunter and Amanek waiting to join. So, with no deaths in the previous round, Astralis still have 2 MP9s on the scout here, but it's enough to win a round. If they do, it's considered a bonus victory, and we'll see if they can do it.
We certainly will. Going to be seeing the flame down early, containing Nexa.
Oh, the double nade.
That's really good.
Get out of here.
Damn, look at Hunter. He's presenting himself. He's submitted. Device's daddy, clearly, and he does head back towards the ladder room. 4 versus 5, and that's a stunning way to start off a round.
Well, you might not have as much firepower, but they've certainly got the utility to back it up. That was impressive. Double grenades towards the silo and perfectly deployed. Hunter goes down. He'll have nothing to say about this one. Trying the luck outside once again. Gonna send absolutely everyone. With the AK-47's gun out. Looking to find a pick in response.
What a horrible way to start your first gun round. One of your star players taken out of the equation, but that is a great trade. 4v4 now and yard control granted.
Could still be very, very promising for Cheat.
Bro, come on.
Okay, he has actually a slight gap. He works with it. He's even caught a glimpse of another. This time, Jax catches him 3-3, but still 2 SMGs for Astralis. Can they make it work, Hank?
Time will tell. They've got lots of information towards the lobbies, so they can at least focus towards upper right now. Their only threat of danger is that they go down towards the lower bomb side. But as you can see, G2 edging up towards heaven. Now they've got up. They've got a smoke and a couple of flashes. A grenade, though. Not quite full damage there, but certainly weakens them for the SMGs.
Zivex has a molly here.
Ready
20
waiting.
seconds. It's getting awkward, especially if Jax goes down. They've got 2 frags. Kenny can't clutch, and Magisk, he secures another for Astralis. That was a great chance for G2. Squandered in the final moments.
Still a difficult round there for Astralis. Great shots coming in from G2 after giving up a couple there. It was Kenny Esther found Glaive. They managed to get a kill towards heaven as well. It was looking good for sure, but it all started here. I haven't seen a successful grenade like that in years. Was that 3 of them?
Yeah,
So that was where
there.
the delay came in. So it was the third. They managed to get the kill, but what a beautiful shot on that scout as well. They had to work so hard for this round, but my God, did they ever deliver.
Going forward right here in the second half, we've only had 3 rounds of Counter-Strike played, but all of the openings have been in the favor of Astralis here. So that's the changing of the tide, at least in that regard. And you can see what that looks like as far as the rounds are concerned. And now with G2, I don't want to say backs against the wall, it's about number 1, but with some questions to ask themselves here, they should be going for just a partial buy. They'll get the max loss bonus into the next round of 3,400. So with what they have here, you know, just get some Tech 9s. Similar scenes as what we saw Astralis walking away with in the first half.
And just to note as well, you can see Astralis, they already have a map under their belt. They came from the upper bracket. If they win Nuke, they'll be their second. They need 3. And that could actually be happening here. Astralis on their CT side up against this Desert Eagles and Tech 9s. We normally say G2 can be pretty deadly in these sort of situations, but with almost no grenades and only 1 player of Kevlar, it doesn't look good. 13-6 looks like a lock-in.
Now that is a statistic. It's a peculiar one. It's not necessarily one you can infer too much from directly, but the fact that there hasn't been a single flash assist does definitely give you something in form of picture of how this game has been playing out. Very individualistic, G2's priority coming into this one, and already we are seeing nice mow down of the ramp push. In fact, Device re-peeking into these Deagles like they're ducks. He's not worried, and another one clean to the jaw, and he takes his 4th as well. No sweat on his brow. Another day in the office for Nikolai. Wow, what's his second name?
It starts with an R. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know how you pronounce it. Definitely with an R.
Yeah.
I'm sure the majority of Denmark would know exactly what his name is. Look, you heard Kenny when we had him in for the interview. Kenny, at one point in his career, was the best AWPer in the world. There's no argument about that. For Kenny to say Device is currently, considering how competitive Counter-Strike is at this point, the best AWPer in the world, I don't think you can have too many arguments there. He has to be, by the book, easily one of the best players in the world.
He has been for me for the last few years. In terms of trophies converted and consistent performances,
look at this.
He's the full package. He knows what he has to do, and he's in the zone right now, let me tell you. That is a great pick. The confidence just looking so fantastic out there for him right now.
Amanek thought he had a nice, tight, passive line to control the yard push. Device, though, on red, first 10 seconds, and now he's going secret safely.
Yeah, Amanek 4 and 17 as well, so he's having a rough one out there.
Look at the angles they've been forced to hold. Kenny's now just trying to find this aggressive AWP. They have no idea where he is, and he's completely looped his way back into secret to support the outside yard hold.
He's on his own right now, though. Oh, never mind. It's not going to matter. Magus, we talked about his woes in the first half. Already has 6 kills now in the second. Continuing to punish G2 here. How many kills have they even gotten in the second half? It doesn't feel like many.
Not many, yeah. Pistol was a clean sweep. The third round, they got 2. I think that's pretty much it. It was a clean sweep second as well, if I'm not mistaken. So they took a full eco.
They only have 3 kills so far in this second half.
Well, there you go.
Was that 3?
3 kills.
There's been 4 rounds played.
Yeah, okay, doing the quick maths. Thank you, Henk. Henk?
Henk.
Yeah,
Thank you.
your evil twin.
I thought Hank was his evil twin.
I'm pretty sure Hank and Henry are the same guy. I see them in the same room all the time.
So we get ready towards the upper execution there. 4 versus 2 before he even can build up a bit of excitement for G2 here. They lose another player. Device, he's still alive.
How is he allowed
10 seconds
to get away with this? Device is showboating. He's having a lot of fun. Does look like Hunter will go down to Dupree, and Kenny still hasn't hit this shot. Device, I've never seen this side of him. Why is he all Mickey Mouse Disney today?
Oh dear, I love it. I enjoy this. They're winning in such a fashion that I don't think they're worried about getting punished at all here by G2 on the first map of Nuke. It's looking like one-way traffic at this point.
Next he'll be knifing people. Who is this guy? What's JW done to him?
Yeah, it's something apparently. He is definitely looking himself, I have to say.
Yeah.
And we'll see if we can continue it. Device currently on 22 kills and 13 deaths. And we've only had 20 rounds of play. So G2 will take a tactical timeout. It's going to have to be some speech here from Malek. 14-6 down, T side. Money pretty much broken as well. Here's the B stream. NIP will be in the lead after their CT performance here and have 8 rounds playing 7. They're certainly the favourites going into that one, but 7 is a pretty good haul on the T side.
Yeah, and there's an interesting piece released recently by HLTV.org on Nevera.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to be known as Scream's brother, but unfortunately for him, he's going to be known as Scream's brother for a little while. If anything, it got him into the spotlight.
Yeah. So I feel like you can't really be too mad about it, but I understand what it means.
Yeah, I mean, as anyone that's had a sibling will understand exactly where Nevera's coming from with that one. The constant quest for independence as we all continue on.
I used to be, my mum's a dance teacher. I just used to be Jodie's son to all the randoms. Jodie's son. Hey, Jodie's son.
I'm pretty sure I'm just Henry's friend, to be honest, in some circles. So we'll continue on. 4 people walking behind the outside smokes today. And in round 21, it's Magis to try and contest. No utility, so they get completely and safely across.
Looks like they kind of spotted him there as well, but you can see a distinct lack of utility. They have 1 Molotov, which is the bare minimum, so you can get down towards low. You need to molly the steps in front of you there. They'll probably have to do that, or they'll challenge with the AWP and hope for the best. They've gone for the latter, and down they go towards lower.
Dinked.
First dink from Glaive.
Yeah, and look at the nade. He wanted to try and catch Jax. He wasn't far off. It does 1 damage. Valve's new program working wonders. Device will manage to get the first. Can't believe he's gotten away so cleanly. Glaive's got him covered from the vulnerability. You can see their protocols. They're so meticulously outlined. A smoke towards the door's position. 48 seconds. Chad, walk me through this trap.
Oh, I don't even know how they can get out here. There is a little bit of a relief in Warehouse at the moment. As you can see, Nexa, he's peering out towards the Heaven position, but with only 35 seconds remaining on the clock, the low HP of Jackson, not really a lot of utility to work with. They have to hope Astralis present them some frags, because working for these kills, it's not going to be easy. They have to go through main and split through ladder.
20 seconds!
Oh, it's not looking good at all. And if Glaive gets a freebie, which he has, that could be it. Oh, he gets the bomb down as well. They won't even get a chance to plant.
Not a fun way to see 15 put on the board. You can see Kenny S. He's picked up the bomb, and he's got 10 seconds.
Does he go?
I guess
He has to.
he's going to just melt. Magisk will find him before he can consider the save. He didn't know what to do. Stuck in limbo, and now stuck in the face of 15. Astralis very quick into the second half already on map point.
So 7 kills now on the T side here for G2. That's 7 frags. That's all they've been able to mount. In round 18, they managed 3. In round 20, they managed 3. And just there, only 1. So these rounds have been blowouts from Astralis here. They are really making a statement here against G2.
Yeah, for the comparison, 29 kills for Astralis.
It does feel like a statement, doesn't it? This is a straight-up cry to all of the rest in Counter-Strike. Look what we're capable of, and look at us pursue another trophy, online or otherwise.
They could probably close it out here, to be honest with you. Up against Mac-10s, Tech-9s, and the Galils. There's a chance it will be delayed for a couple more rounds, but this is the death sentence for G2.
Looking good for Dupree to find something here. Kenny will be smoking off towards heaven. And a molly for Hut in combination. So we're off to the races. Will it be topside? Next are held at bay by Dupree. And you can see they're going ramp. And Zipex, what the off angle he's gone for there. It actually gets in the double. Oh dear, it's ending right here. G2, they can't make a dent in Astralis' defense. 7 kills in the entire half. They're sent packing, and the Danes 2-0 up in the finals.